Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request for Maxilla777, who wanted a Kampfer in the style of the Aliens movies, specifically in the style of the grid alien from Aliens vs. Predator. I looked up an image of that, and while I can't do a grid platform of just basically, big acid bloody scars on the thing, I can do a nice acid green honeycomb pattern thanks to the one camo pattern. So the rest of it is all in gloss black, because otherwise if I tried for any more nuance than that, it would be patchwork because of this camo. But because of that, I can just have a nice glossy black Kampfer and limit the gloss to where it appears on the grid alien, and do the rest and have that nice pattern. So it's closer than I expected to get in GBO2. I always feel good when I can get one of those. And this is, I believe, this may be, from the things for fighting, this is either my level 1 or 3 Kampfer. I'm pretty sure it is level 1, because most of the other things for fighting do come in at 500. I think I'm 50 points under cost. And there is something that's unpleasant. I think it's a Jarja, but I'm not sure. And I've got stuff behind me, so I'm pushing forward, and now I'm trying to get my shot in. Oh, it's a Garibaldi Beta. I should have recognized that silhouette. What's wrong with me? But yeah, now to get out of the water, because I am being pursued. That is I believe, a Striker Custom that's on me. And there's something behind me, too. So, yeah, it is a bad scene here. Fired my shotgun at exactly the wrong time. They crashed into each other trying to tackle me. Unfortunately, they did ultimately get me. But, yeah, it's... I am 50 points under cost, and, somebody sent sorry, and it's nice of them to think of it, but yeah, it's kind of tough. I did send Bunch up, because we are a little bit divided. I need to get back with the team, but first I am going to throw out some support fire, in the hopes of just kind of breaking things up, because the enemy have got 2 of us in a pincer in the river, and it's probably best if they don't, so maybe I can get them to scatter and go help the people in the river. I think that's what I'm deciding to do. I hope so, because that would be the smarter thing to do. Let's see if I do the smart thing. Okay, somebody's firing some beams that I managed to avoid. It did not really split them up, and there's a Methus. Guess what? Shotguns knock Methuses out of the air, and you can then Sturmfaust into Beam Saber and kill them. So yeah, there are ways to deal with the Methus. Kampfer is quite good at dealing with Striker Custom as well, because anything that can stop it in its tracks can stop it from doing any damage. And that should hopefully be the kill. I only did one swing because I didn't want to hit my teammate. Teammate got the assist, that's fine. We've got 5 minutes left. That Garibaldi did hit me, but I managed to stun it out of tagging me with the full down swing. It's not the bad news. Now, let's see. And... waiting for a target, couldn't see anybody. Mark II's right there. They got the Garibaldi while I was working on that, I think. And just gotta hopefully line it up before it lines me up. Methus is coming back in. My shotgun is still ready, and it is still knocked out of the air. And unfortunately, that Mark II was coming in to do exactly the same thing I was doing, and so it didn't work out. And, but they could not find me in the weeds to kill me. So hopefully I'll be able to get some damage in on something else before they do. As far as I can tell, nothing really has their sights on me at the moment. This is when you have this little health, it's a good time to be watching the radar. I managed to tag the Methus, I think, on my way out, but it did finish me off, which Methuses are quite good at doing. I so want a Methus, but I did not manage to get it. Because I'm pretty sure it was a 2-star, too, wasn't it? Might have been a 3, but for some reason I'm thinking 2. And if something that strong was a 2-star, that's not the bad news, because I feel like it's not good to lock the most effective mobile suits in the game behind the highest rarity, because that's just got that whole pay-to-win thing going on. I do maintain that you can do well with any mobile suit in this game, but there are just some things that can go above and beyond, and Methus is one of them, Mark II is one of them, Cubalade definitely one of them. So the good news is they will all work their way to recycle tickets and DP eventually. See, was not able to Was not able to stop them from taking out our Jarja, but I did at least do some damage repeatedly. Kept that Mark II stun lock until someone else can kill it, and now I've got a couple of shotgun shells to throw at this Galbaldi, which missed me, fortunately. Tagged it, but it was dodge rolling, so it's still active. But it dodge rolled, so hopefully... I believe Galbaldi has double dodge roll, but it did not use it in time, so... or did not have enough boost left to do it, and so got some shots in. It is nearly dead. I am not nearly dead, but as a Kampfer, I am fragile. Kampfer is basically a raid, a general that plays like a raid. It's got maneuver armor, it's got forced injectors. You have to keep moving. It's pretty fragile. But if they had made it a raid like its skills and basic setup kind of call out for, that would have given the Alex type advantage on it, and that machine gun would have just absolutely shredded the Kampfer in seconds. So yeah, it was a good choice making it a different kind of general. Also, it's just good to have different kinds of everything as far as I'm concerned. I would at some point like to see a melee support. I'm sure they could do it. It would be strange, but I still liked the, I loved when GBO1 started adding some of the kinds of things that GBO2 has had since the outset, like the Zuda as counter sniper. There were not I think the Gunner Gundam, no, the Jim Intercept Custom was a raid with a sniper rifle in GBO1, and that was fun. But there's that Methus again, and I looked back at some of my old GBO1 videos recently, and oh man, oops, out of legs. I have gotten so much better at playing the game and at narrating, and also just, I've seen people say that the graphics in this are not good, and this is probably not the best map to be making a strong case for them, since the trees here are kind of bad, but the details on the mobile suits are pretty great. And if you go back and look at GBO1, just look at anything on the Deserted City map and look what that map looks like now. They have given it a lovely facelift. It is much better than it was. Not saying it's perfect, but I wouldn't want to get into a Final Fantasy XIV Alpha situation where there were vases in the game that had as many polygons as the characters in finals do, and that would just not run well. GBO2 has enough problems with that at times, especially when all the funnels start flying anymore. So yeah, this is fine. And 5 seconds left. I do hope it'll run a little bit. It'll look a little fancy on the PS5, though. We'll see. Got a shot off, but it was too late. But yeah, we did fairly well. And yeah, the Kampfer can hold its own in a room 50 points down. Just takes the luck as much as anything, though. 2,800 points, 66,000 damage. We won by 117 points. 4 kills and 3 deaths. So yeah, not bad. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. So till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I could have sworn there was another camo pattern that had something a little bit closer to a grid that I could have used for this, but if there is, I don't have it. Probably just my memory going fuzzy, though. Happens a lot.